is your guidance from your spirit guides for the week ahead. I have 3 groups on the table this week. Group 1, AQUARMARINE. Group 2 is the pink opal. And group 3 is the blue SODALITE. So please take a moment to feel into which group holds your answers for this week ahead, and I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, Group 1. Group 1, you've selected the AQUARMARINE. So let's get straight into your reading today, Group 1. Group 1, you've got the card of magnetism is the card that you've chosen off the table. This is Queen of Wands. When I first turned this, I thought, oh, you're the Queen of Wands in the upright position, which means you're a very magnetic person, very good at manifesting, very radiant person. You radiate opportunities towards you, radiate an energy of high vibration, which brings to you opportunities. And then I saw over here on your tarot deck, you've got the Queen of Wands as one of your tarot cards. So for this is telling me that you are quite a high energy. Now, partially I'm getting from this energy here is that you either keep that part of yourself hidden, or it's a part of yourself that you need to protect from others. So let me just tap in. Now I'm feeling it's probably, this is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so it will resonate differently for everybody. Because it's sitting next to a connection card, I'm feeling the energy here is you having to withhold your energy around certain people, or you have to be careful with your energy around certain people. So you've got this really beautiful high vibration that can sometimes be affected by other people's energies. So you're empathic. I'm feeling your empathic energies here, Group 1. But these 3 cards on the table right here are saying that you're either avoiding public crowds because it brings your energy down, your magnetic energy down, because your magnetism and your Queen of Wands is on the table showing your strong skills that you have. This essentially is saying it's you energy, but it says that if you're in amongst other people that are negative, you can be drained very easily, which is why I feel you're empathic. But then I feel when you're around big groups as well, that can bring your energy as around. Actually, what I'm feeling right now is it might even be a little bit of agitation energy. Now, I don't know if that's nervous energy or if this is energy of just fatigue or depletion from being around other people. Because you've got the avoid, you've been avoiding something or avoiding crowds, and then you've got withholding your energy and your connection to other people because it takes so much effort. If this is you, let me know. But I feel this energy very strongly across the top line. So it's like you're avoiding certain people because they just take a lot of work to be around, and it drains you. So you're not really making the connections with those people or that person as much as what you did, because you're just trying to build your energy up right now and get back to your full radiance, magnetism, Queen of Wands self. But then also I feel that large crowds can do this to you as well. But I feel it's because of the amount of effort that requires to protect your energy or to withhold your magnetism. It's like it's a daily process of building up that magnetic energy that you have, and then just to go out and waste it amongst the crowd or people or a certain person, you feel very drained. Now I'm drawn now down to the self-love card sitting next to the magnetism card. This is showing me that part of your radiance falls under your second house of your skills, your resources, your confidence, and your self-love for yourself. So it's energy of the more you love yourself, every part of yourself, your skills, your personality, every part of you, the more radiant you become. The more hatred you give to yourself, or that negative self-doubt talk, then that also drains your energy. So because it's sitting on top of reward for effort, or it's a lot of effort, it is another draining thing. It's another thing that drains you, is when you don't respect yourself or love yourself, or when you start allowing that negative self-talk to rule over you and completely just wipes out your energy. Now it's sitting next to suppression. It dims your light. You can see that says suppression, dimming your light or filtering. So self-love, when you don't love yourself or allow that negative talk within you about, you're not good enough to do this, or your confidence starts going down. And I mean, that all falls under self-love. It's not just about looking in the mirror and it's about beauty. It's nothing to do with that. It's about how you feel about yourself, the love you have and for yourself as a spiritual being in a physical body. Nothing to do with vanity or love of your physical being. It's love of your spiritual essence, you, the true part of yourself. Now, you have either been dimming your light and keeping it to yourself, just like I said in that one of the first things that came through for somebody. And when I say this is a group reading, different messages will come in for different people. I picked up first of all about somebody that is that keeps their magnetism to their self, their light to themselves. Dimming your light or filtering. Maybe that's because you don't want to be tall poppy syndrome. Maybe it's because it's the energy you feel around people when you're shining too brightly. So you suppress it for the sake of another person, partner, friend, whoever it is. I'm just saying, workplace, whatever it is, you're dimming your light here, you're filtering yourself. Now that could be coming through either from you, the self-chatter that goes on with you, or it could be because of another person that you're intentionally dimming your light for and not shining your beautiful magnetic light. But your core essence, your spiritual being, is saying that you are the Queen of Wands and you need to sit on your throne in the upright position and start acting and being like a Queen of Wands. Stop dimming your light of suppressing yourself for the sake of another person. Their instability or lack of confidence, even if it's not coming off on the outside of lack of confidence, they may appear confident on the outside, doesn't mean they're confident on the inside. So don't let that affect your energy and your radiance and how you portray yourself. So then we have the endurance, carrying the mountain up the hill and keep on going. It's like it's a heavy weight to bear, it's a burden, it's a endurance, it's having the stamina to keep on going. The stability is the anchor during a chaos. So it's a situation that can be quite chaotic, but you're very strong and firm and you know what to do. You keep calm in the chaos. That's what the card of stability is, the portal keeper. This is the one that opens the door with their light, so their radiance opens the doors to new opportunity. Now I know it says stability, but this is the portal keeper, and in this book here it represents the character that keeps the portal open for between the time jumps. So this is this book here is included with the deck that comes with the Immortal Cycle Oracle, but this is the portal keeper, and that's what I'm really drawn to for you. You are the portal keeper. You are the one that opens the doors to your new opportunities. Because of your magnetic radiance, you keep that portal open, or you open portal doors to new opportunities. Now if you want to take that as timelines, you can take that as timelines. If you want to take that as just new opportunities coming your way, it's all the same to me. So a timeline is simply a decision or a choice that you make that puts you on a different path. So it means it's the same meaning no matter what way you prefer to say that. So here we have the portal keeper, which is you. You keep that beautiful brilliant light open, to switch your light on and stop dimming it for other people. That's when your opportunities come your way, because you're a portal keeper. That's what you are, because of your magnetic radiance. Now when you dim that light for other people, or allow that negative self-talk that goes on in your mind, or the connections, you allow yourself to be drained, then you weaken the door of the portal, so it doesn't bring through as many opportunities for you, because you're dimming your magnetic energy and your radiance. All of these cards are telling into the same story. So this is the energy for you. So your message from Spirit is going to be for this week: practice radiance, being that Queen of Wands, sitting in your throne in the upright position. All of the things the Queen of Wands is, including she's magnetic, she's charismatic, she's radiant, she's electrifying, she's got this energy of fire, she's got inspiration, motivation, she's highly creative, she's highly empathic. So this is the energy of intuitive as well. She's highly intuitive. So this is the radiance that sparks out of the Queen of Wands when she's in an upright position. She taps into, and I don't mean this she or he, doesn't matter. I'm talking about the Queen of Wands in the tarot. Whether you're watching this as a male or female or any gender, it's non-gender specific, but I'm talking about the Queen of Wands. So I'm saying that the Queen of Wands is purely magnetic, divinely guided, inspired. So taps into energy from outside of the physical body and brings it through into beautiful, radiant, creative energy. And that's what you are when you're in your full power, when your portal is open to the doors of new opportunities. So that's what they want you to focus on this week, getting back to your magnetic self, your radiant self, and then you'll start to see the opportunities coming back to you. The Queen of Wands. So you not only have the Queen of Wands, but you have the King of Wands too. So the King of Wands in the upright position, it says, you lead by inspired action. You are the inspiration. Exactly the same thing. So it's that pure inspiration that inspires other people. It's that when you're sitting in your true power, and both the Queen and King are saying you need to sit in your power this week. You need to get back to that. Stop giving your power away. Stop suppressing your light for the sake of other people, because that's why the limitations have been placed on your path. That is why you are not getting the opportunities that you know you should have, or that they just haven't been there lately. Now the Knight of Cups is saying devoted to action. So this is energy, it's emotional energy. You've also got to put your heart in it and be emotionally guided by it as well. And that also comes back to the self-love card as well, I'm feeling. So you've got to put your heart in it. Self-love for every opportunity that you have. Self-love for yourself and your opportunity of you actually being here at the moment. The Knight of Cups is just saying that this is how you carry forth the action. This is how it gets you to that magnetic energy, is you take the qualities of the King and Queen of Wands and then you do with it what the Knight of Cups would do. So it's taking that order, taking that action and leading it somewhere. Now the Knight of Cups is about devotion. It's being devoted to bringing it through, devoted to your mission, devoted to the people around you. It's a lot of heart energy in that because it's cups. It says don't get swept up in emotional tides is what it's saying. So that's, again, that could be that up and down energy where you feel you're not your true radiance all the time, so it's very hard to maintain that energy and stay heightened. But what the cards are saying is that if you just recognize what it is that's causing you to go up and down, then you'll be able to rectify that issue. One of these things could be a certain person around you that brings you down. It could be being out in public, or it could and that energy brings you down, or it could be that you're intentionally suppressing your light because of another person, or you don't want to shine, or you don't want to be seen as a tall poppy, or whatever it is. Whatever the reason is, it's saying if you need to recognize what it is for you, and then that's when you can stop moving in such up and down energy. You're radiant one moment, next minute you're flat. So it wants you to move forward out of that and use that Knight of Cups energy to do that. So let me pull a positive message for you, group 1, because this is your only pick a card reading for the week ahead. So I'm just going to give you one of the positive cards. There it is, we're getting to. You are getting be patient. It's saying be patient. So it's even if you start working on this week, like your spirit guides want you to do, heartfelt bond again is coming in. A lot of heart energy is needed this week. You need to really start appreciating who you are, your skills, your energy, your love for yourself. It's the Knight of Wands devotion card, so there's a lot of heart energy here. It says sincere connection as well. For some of you, we've got this connect, and it's sitting on top of a connection card. So for some of you, you may actually be meeting somebody that you can really connect to, that helps to raise your vibration and bring you up. So it's really learning what people in your life bring you down or find very challenging energy to keep your radiance, whereas other people you'll be drawn to that really have sincere connection. Now for somebody specifically, there's a person coming in around you this week where you're not sure what their energy is, but this card is saying they have a This is a sincere connection. So maybe you're thinking, is this person for real? Is this person really as sincere as they make out to be? This card is saying this is a sincere connection. Now, that's not everybody. This is just one thing I'm picking up here. Energy boost, positive vibration. So that's what we talked about with raising your natural magnetism, your magnetic energy, your vibration, your brilliance, your inspirational energetic self. This is the energy boost that's coming your way. Positive vibration. So beautiful positive cards for you, but it doesn't happen overnight. So don't just be, okay, I'm going to radiate my energy for 5 minutes and then expect this big energy boost and the portal opens and all these new opportunities arrive. It takes time. You've got to try and maintain that vibration instead of going up and down. So I hope that this resonates with you, Group 1. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Welcome back, Group 2. Let's see where your cards are leading us today. So first of all, you've chosen the first card here that was on the table is the potential card, showing what is possible for you this week. Now, straight away I'm drawn to breakthrough and progress coming your way. So this week you were looking at some kind of breakthroughs to a hurdle that you have been going through. This hurdle could have been related to an inner torment, something questioning what if or why didn't I do this, or why didn't I leave sooner, or why didn't I go this direction instead of that direction, why didn't I take that course or take that job. So it's all this energy of what if and why, finally having a breakthrough in progress. Now maybe this is showing me all the it's a liberation, because you can see the ropes everywhere and the ropes are being released. So liberating yourself from that energy of what if or why, the inner torment that takes place. Inner wisdom, unlocking sacred knowledge. So again, it's showing me inner and inner. So something going on inside of you, inner dialogue or inner feelings or emotions. Maybe it's just the way you've been feeling lately. You've been feeling a little bit low. This kind of feels a little bit low, this energy. Surrender, I'm seeing. Surrender also feels a little bit like liberation. So it's a resistance yield. So when you surrender to the choices or the experiences around you, that's when you can start to feel yourself lift energetically. There's more here. Let me try and just pull this through for you, Group 2. There's something coming through here. Everything for a reason. So everything happens for a reason, every experience. That's what's coming through. And I was just talking and I wasn't quite hearing what was going on there. This card here is linked to this card here. And the reason it's linked is because every experience you go through, it's meant for a reason. So where you're sitting here in this energy of regret, why didn't I choose this direction instead of this direction, is because where you're heading, you may not know where it is yet, is going to take every bit of experience you've been through. So because you chose in your past a certain direction, those skills were invaluable that you learnt from that path, whatever that path was for you. So it's saying that everything is for a reason. So stop sitting in this energy of, oh, I should have, maybe you stayed home and you with children or raised children and then you left your career or whatever it was. It's for a reason. That was a necessary part of your life. So you need to not regret those decisions. It was important, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to get where you're supposed to get. It's important for creating the person that you have become now. So I just want to now, because I can't hone in on just one person's energy. Broadly, for a group reading, this is saying that every experience you've been through, stop regretting it, because it is part of where you're headed. Every experience is necessary for where you're going. Potential. So it does line up. We're talking about your potential. Potential to me is your future moving forward. So once you surrender and stop questioning, doubting, or thinking that you wasted time, this inner stuff that goes on within you, that's when you start to see and have the breakthrough. That's when the breakthrough happens. That's when the progress starts being made. It's because you've been a loyal soldier on your path of life. You've moved through different experiences, you've made choices that have put you on different timelines, put you on different directions, different paths, but that has all been valuable to what you've learned for where you're heading, your potential moving forward. So stop regretting any choices you made in the past. They were all necessary to create the person that you are today, but also the person that you will become moving forward. So seeing clarity is about seeing what is. Don't see the fear, don't see the regret. You need to see what really is. And part of that is surrendering to the process and knowing that every decision you made in your life was the right direction. Now they're showing me right here, for some people there was, I'm not talking about traumas here by the way either, I've just got to be specific here because I'm just picking up a trauma based one for somebody. You didn't choose a trauma, maybe you chose it in your part in, you know, incarnating into this life, possibly, but that's to do with your soul mission individually. That's not to do with what's happening in your life physically, as this reading is today. So it's not a mission reading. This is a physical reading of what's going on in your life now, and for you potentially what's coming up in the future moving forward. So it's about seeing both sides of the situation here, especially if there's regrets about something that happened in the past. So, but getting back into full energy for everybody, which is reading this on the basic overall energy of what these cards mean together. Seeing both sides of the situation is knowing other people's input into things, other people's opinions. It's also part of making you who you are. The experiences you've lived with other people, in whether it's been a friend, it's been a partner, it's been a work colleague, even if it's been a difficult or challenging experience, it's still something that's taught you something. So maybe a challenge that you went through with a work colleague, a friend or a partner means that you'll never make that choice again. You'll never go that direction again. You've got to see it, but it's asking you to see the situation from two sides. So I'm just trying to hone into, because I'm getting a lot of scattered information here, so I want to try and break it down, even if I've got to say this is for one person. Seeing both sides of the experience, being able to see from a physical point of view of what you're in right now, basic reading for everybody, versus seeing it from an outside point of view of back to the mission. So okay, so now they're bringing that back into that mission where I said it's not a mission reading. They're showing me now see it from both sides. Don't just see it from the physical, as I said this reading is. It's also from a higher purpose or from a mission point of view as well. You're seeing it from every angle. That they are saying, even though I said I'm reading physically, your reading today brings in choices you made coming into this life, things you were meant to go through and experience. So you need to see it from that point of view. Now, I'm not offering any kind of advice on things that are traumatic or things like that, but they are saying that there are deeper connected meanings to this. There's deeper to the experiences that you've had in your lifetime. So let's take a look at your tarot today. We've got the card on the table here is the King of Swords. You've got the beautiful King of Swords in the upright position. King of Swords is all about somebody that's diplomatic, somebody that is very level-headed. They are strategic. They think with their mind. Swords, of course, are about communication. They're about speech. They're about the way you think. So this person rules with a level head. This person rules with thinking about all sides of the situation, coming back to that seeing from both sides. You can look at a situation from another person's perspective or point of view and understand what they're thinking, or think about how that affects you. Can think about how that affects other people. And I say thinking because we're talking about the swords here. It is one of your traits of who you are. You are a good, clear, level-headed thinker. Maybe you're strong with an air sign in your astrology, but I'm saying, which is Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. You may have that in an important placement, but we've got this energy here of you being very a clear thinker, and a strong trait of yours would be your thoughts, or the way you think about situations, especially when this card is saying see the situation from both sides, and that's how you break through and have a little more clarity too. I'm just noticing as well, having a bit more clarity to me also means it's thinking. See the hands there are thinking about what's going on behind her eyes, towards her thoughts, mental activity. I'm feeling very much it's clarity of thoughts, not emotions. It's clarity of thoughts coming up for you. So the Empress card can mean pregnancy, can mean somebody around you pregnant. It could mean birthing a new idea. It could mean harvesting something you've been putting a lot of work into. It can be planting seeds for, something that's coming up. This is about nurturing your life, nurturing yourself, nurturing the people around you. I'm seeing very clearly ancestral wounds, which is bringing me back to when they said see it from both sides of the picture. Are you working through ancestral wounds? Now, it feels to me like, yes, you've got the stuff going on the physical, but on the spiritual or the mission related stuff, you've got some other stuff that's deeper set here. Ancestral wounds. This is where it's coming in. It's deeper set. It comes back from either having to work through ancestral wounds in this lifetime. It can be working through programming that's gone on through the generations, and you're working to correct those in this lifetime. But it feels much deeper, and you've got to see it from not just a physical perspective, because we've got seeing it from both sides. You have to learn to see it from the higher meaning, because it's part of who you are. You're coming in to clear up ancestral wounds. You're here to correct programming that has existed from generation to generation, and you are here to work through that. Now, for some of you, the nurturing is also something to do with babies. It can be about pregnancy. It can be about birthing new ideas as well. Then we've got the bondage card. We've got the devil card. The devil card can be about discipline, to kind of liberate yourself from the things that hold you back, as far as your vices, your addictions, things that are heavy and keep you trapped in your way of thinking, because we have a lot of thinking energy here on the table here. So there's certain things that go on around you that keep you trapped in maybe indoctrination, maybe it's programming. It's something about the way you think, because we've got a lot of mental activity going on the table, and it keeps you in bondage. It keeps you trapped here. It keeps you here anchored down. So it's saying that you are here to correct that. You are here to liberate your line, your ancestral line, from those that bondage that has occurred from generation to generation. You are here to remove those shackles with this card here. Let's pull you a positive card, because I won't be doing the positive readings this week. So let's just pull you some positive cards. Ooh, we've got two. You've got two cards for today. Abundance, and that's why they're not giving me another card, because abundance is pretty good. It's saying it's a bounty of blessings coming your way this week. Remember to be thankful and grateful for everything that you do receive this week. And then we have sleep on it, a good night's rest. So maybe a focus for you is going to be, before you make any decisions, don't make hasty decisions. You need to think about it carefully, diplomatically, strategically, and sleep on it. Don't rush into decisions. For you, it's about really focusing on getting a good night's sleep too, because that too is going to help you make clear decisions and have a little bit more clarity about what's going on around you, both on the physical but also related to your mission here. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 2. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Welcome back, Group 3. Let's see where your reading is heading for the week ahead. This is your message from your spirit guides for the next 7 days. You've got victory on the table. This is a card that you've selected from the 3 that was in the original intro. Victory is the one you've chosen today. This is success. The situation will go in your favor. So let's see where the energies are heading for you today, Group 3. Okay, so we've got patience delays coming up. Maybe a situation has been delayed. Maybe that's where it's going to break and go your way. A little bit of control energy here on the table around you. We've got the control and protection. I'm hearing cut cords. Something going on around someone controlling the outcomes. You needing to take a little bit more. For some of you, it's accountability. For some of you, it's action to do with your control in the situation. Responsibility. I'll all start to tell a story very soon, so let's see where we're heading. So the other card on the table, we've got grounding. Needing to ground yourself this week, making sure you're time in nature. I know this is snow on the ground here that person's walking through. For some of you, you've got heavy snow in your area, but I do feel there's grounding still necessary. I'm not saying walk bare feet out in the snow, but I am saying that grounding is really necessary this week. Maybe you're having to protect yourself from the snow, sitting together like that. Preservation or preserving something that's important to you. That message won't be for everybody, especially if you're in the southern hemisphere. So we've got hope. This is carrying that small ember or that spark of energy. Again, it feels like hibernation energy, where she's holding an ember of what will be once we move through this hibernation, once we move through the winter if you're in the northern hemisphere. Bringing it back to a basic all-over energy. Okay, something you've been hoping for that's taking a long time. You may need to think about the situation a little bit differently, rewrite it, reprogram, or deprogram, sorry, it's not reprogram, it's deprogram, which means that the way you're thinking about something, you're set on your ways. It's saying maybe you're needing to restructure that or be a bit more bendable in that situation. Pliable, like not so rigid and set in your ways. Preservation, I wonder if it's been part of your preservation, the traits that you've built up in your life to protect yourself, your walls. Maybe it's something for some of you about your walls that you've put up and having to maybe deprogram or drop some walls. Group 3, what is going on with you? Group 3, your energy feels, I don't want to say unreadable, but it feels a little chaotic or a little scattered. Putting pieces together. Learning boundaries, where walls go, where walls shouldn't go, where they should and shouldn't go. Where you need to protect your energy, where you're being over controlling or somebody's being dominant and controlling over you, and having to protect yourself. Now there probably where you do need to have walls and boundaries. When I say walls, I mean boundaries. So it's mostly, sometimes it means a little more than that. Sometimes we're talking about where you've had to protect yourself in your life, past traumas that have made you hypersensitive, hyper aware, hyper alert, for your own preservation, to do with your upbringing. Again, it says deprogram that. So where you've had to protect yourself in the past, it's caused you to put up boundaries or walls. It's caused you to become ultra sensitive, empathic, ultra aware. They're asking you to come back to grounding and come back to core principles. I do have to come back to victory because victory is your main card. So it's about situations will go your way. Even though it feels like you're hanging on to hope, you've got this tiny shred of hope here because something is just taking such a long time. Either way, I'm still really drawn to control and protect your boundaries. Group 3, let's recap on what I just said because I had to stop and start the video then. Again, scattered. I've had to read in your energy. Not in group 1 or 2, only your energy. I had to stop and restart. The timer froze on the recording. So I don't know if it recorded anything, but it feels scattered, stopping and starting, stopping, starting. So then we've got this patience or delay. So you're still holding hope about something happening, even though there's been stops and starts or delays. Okay, preservation is about holding, this is about preserving what is most important, something that's really important to you. It can be energy, it can be actual physical things, it can be your boundaries, preserving your boundaries. So hope is embers in the darkness. So again, coming back to situations that have made you who based on programming. Breaking, I'm hearing breaking transmission. So something else is coming in here. Dismantling limiting beliefs. And so when you're programmed to believe that you are good at something, or you're bad at something, or you can never be this, or you can never do this, or that is programming, and it limits your abilities to move forward. So you've got some deprogramming, but still I want to say you've got victory on the table. In spite of others, dominance here, controlling, you've still got victory on the table. Despite of how long it takes to get to where you are, the stopping and the starting and the scattered energy, there's still victory on the table for you. So then I see the friendship or company, can talk about a friend that's part of this controlling energy, or it could be a company that you're working for is part of this controlling energy. And you're having to protect yourself from either a friend or a company. Beauty glow up is physical appearance, I'm guessing. So having to do, it's like maintenance or some kind of glow up going on in your energy, but being victorious. So glow up could also be your personality. It could be your energy, your vibrancy. A glow up can be vibrancy. So taking a look at your tarot here. And then I'll have one more pass over your cards, because your story is scattered. Now, I don't know if it's because of the energy that's coming in, being very different. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. It's the one with the treasure chest full of coins. This is the culmination of all your effort, devotion, and enduring legacy. It's what you're creating patiently over time, through all the obstacles, through all the challenges. You've held that hope in the darkness, even when it has gotten dark in certain parts of your life. You've held that spark of inspiration, that spark of hoping it'll all work out. Coming back to the victory card, says it goes in your favor. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles is a pretty good card to pull for you, group 3. So it's saying that you have the drive, the motivation, the sort of Earth's coin, or the Zodiac's qualities and traits. You have those qualities that will get you through the long haul. So for you, patience and delays is saying this is not a quick fix. It's not an overnight thing. This is something that you've got inherently, the long-term vision, long-term goals, long-term stamina to take you to the victorious end, take you to the achieving your goals, achieving your dreams. But because you've got that stamina and that strong earth suit energy, you'll get there. You'll work hard to get there, but it'll be very rewarding when you do. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Then we have the Emperor. The Emperor wants to build and wants to create. It wants to form structure. It wants to use the energy here. Also, I'm seeing in the cards here is the, let's see, sitting with the Ram. So it's the Ram. Now, ruled by the Ram here, by Aries, for the Emperor. But I've also put the Capricorn goat in this card as well, because I want to show the traits and qualities of the Capricorn energy. I'm not saying you're Capricorn, I'm just saying you've got that earth sign. You definitely look at your cards, your tarot, it's all earth signs. And you've got the ambition of the Emperor, which is generally ruled by Aries, but I've put the Capricorn in because I wanted to show the traits of ambition, motivation, the drive, the long-term commitment to achieving, with patience and always holding that hope of ember that it is going to be successful. Coming back to your victory card, it says that it goes in your favor. And then we have the card of the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is an earth suit, so it is saying what part of your life needs long-term stability. So it aligns to everything that's come up in your reading so far. So now this is where the story is starting to come together. It's about situations that are taking a long time. It's been boots on the ground with the grounding card there. It's been that hard work. It's been that effort, the strength of character, your strength of will, your preservation, your conservation, your motivation. It's all that Capricornian energy, that motivation, that willpower, that strong drive of I can do this, I can put my boots on the ground and I can make this happen, determination, all of those kind of beautiful qualities. Now this is a 4, so it's saying that sometimes you need to conserve your energy because you put in a lot of energy, a lot of physical labor, physical boots on the ground, a lot of on the go being I'm going to do this, I'm going to achieve this. Sometimes you just need to pull back and take a rest and not always being that achieving mindset or that mindset of I've always got to win or I've always got to conquer, coming back again to the ambition of the Aries energy, always having to win. But here it's saying sometimes you just need to take a break. You need to conserve your energy for the long haul because this is not an overnight success. This is not an overnight victory. It takes time. It takes a lot of work. It takes boots on the ground. It takes deprogramming the way you think. It takes preservation of your energy, preservation and conservation. This is about your physical stamina, your energy. You need to take care of yourself here. Yes, you need to boots on the ground, but sometimes you need to rest as well. Rest is an important part of your journey. It's not all about ambition, winning, power, achieving goals. You've got to rest as well. You have to take care of yourself. You have to protect yourself. You have to have boundaries. Don't keep loading yourself up with all of these things that you want to get through or you want to do or doing everything for everybody. You need to be kind and generous to yourself at times as well. It's a very important part of getting you through to the end zone, to the victory at the end. You want to come through with energy, so you need to conserve your energy right now, ready for the next burst of energy that's taking you to the next level, to the victory level. Put a lot of green cards on the table. Green cards are telling me conservation, energy, well-being. So when I see the green, I think of health, I think of well-being. So here it's saying comfort zone, also very important. Resting, just giving your body time to feel protected and safe in its surrounds. That's very much energy of Taurus. So we're bringing in those earth traits again. So it's saying Taurus energy, your comfort zone, wanting to feel safe, wanting to feel protected, wanting to feel like you're out of that energy of where you've had to always be on high alertness. This comfort zone really important around you. Just breathe. There's something really overwhelming going on around you and it's saying just breathe. But the green cards are telling me earth signs for a start, because you see the tarot here that we have is all earth suits, except for this one here, which I do have an earth suit in that image, which is the Emperor. But I'm feeling grounded, practical, comfort zone, knowing when to move forward and when to pull back, when to be patient and when to be strong. So the comfort zone is all about staying within your boundaries but still being able to work hard like a Taurus energy would. And just breathe. It's emotional energy. It's saying you will get there. You'll get to the finish line. You'll get to the victory. Things will go your way, but don't be too overwhelmed and don't expect it to happen tomorrow. Don't put all these wands on your back and try to carry this load to make it quicker. That's not going to make it any quicker. So just take one step at a time. Take care of yourself. Take care of your well-being. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. I hope it resonated. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week.